Can we put Miami in the college football playoff? Because I want you to look at their schedule, Brent, and bring up their schedule the rest of the way. Like
it's
who they got. Go ahead and read it real quick.
It's favorable. It's Florida State. That would be at home against Florida State. Duke at Georgia Tech, home against Wake Forest, and then the maybe is the one at Syracuse on November 30th, who is 5-1, 2-1 in the ACC. But yeah, I think
So
you can.
will Clemson have beaten a ranked opponent going to the ACC championship game?
That would be no.
Probably not. And when you watch
I take
Miami,
that back. Pitt. Clemson has Pitt. They have to go to Pitt.
Okay. Will Miami have beaten a ranked opponent? I'm sorry, I meant to say Miami.
Yeah, no.
Probably not. But here's what you do when you watch Miami. You know you got a guy in Cam Ward that you can win every single game. Like he can outscore the other opponent. Like you watch today and you watch the frustration on Louisville and you watch the frustration on everybody they play. Listen, their defense has got holes. They struggle giving up big plays. They struggle stopping the run. But Cam Ward, Miami, 9 of 15 on third downs. The dude just kind of bebops around.
The laser to the back corner of the end zone.
It's just silly. It's silly. It's silly how good he is. He's got a quick release. Now, listen, does he make mistakes? Yeah, he's going to make mistakes, and he's going to have to play great. Restrepo, by the way, nobody talks about him at wide receiver. That dude's an animal. Like the Virginia Tech game that nobody talks about with the 4th and 2 play where he slips and catches the ball on the ground was one of the best catches, but he's good after the catch. He's good at getting open. They've got weapons all over the place on offense. You know, their defense is going to have to be better, and they're going to have to tackle better. But, you know, Damian Martinez, the way he ended the game, like 30-yard run, punishing. They get that ground game going. They got their left tackle back this week, which I think was huge. Like, I know Miami has deficiencies, but everybody does. And if they can clean up some of that stuff on defense with Cam Ward, spin and bean, they're going to be in every single game they play, and they're one of the most entertaining teams to play.
1,000%. They are. It's fun to watch him because I'm under control so much that I almost look like I'm just kind of chilling and taking my good old time doing things. I will say, like, Brom is a play design guy and just play caller for Louisville. Like,
yes.
It's so fun to watch him. So good. Creates so many big plays for them. And, you know, he's obviously been at Louisville and going to likely be there for a long time. But
Tyler Shuck, by the way, that QB,
yeah.
Let me tell you something. You will see the most amazing throws from him, as amazing as anyone in college football. Like Notre Dame, he wraps that thing underneath his arm, like sidearm style underneath his waist and slings it into the end zone. And he throws that thing from all arm angles. I know he's older and he's been around for a long time. He's taken a bunch of shots, but that dude will be on a roster in the NFL for a long time, probably as a backup. But you know, Louisville they score points, they design, and that the problem is, I know they design plays and I know they're good, Brent, but you start watching them versus Miami and it's, you know, 43-yard touchdown first drive. It's 21 yards, 30 yards. Like the chunk Miami can't even make people earn it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what bothers me the most about it is just the lack of consistency and the lack of being in the right place at the right time. But you know what? You know, I'm going to give you this one too.
Okay.
I wrote this down. Miami owns instant replay and owns the review game like nobody's business. Miami, the Hurricanes are living. They're doing something right because every single review that could be reviewed, all of the big ones against Cal, against Virginia Tech, Hail Mary, this week a fumble, scoop, and score. You know, Cam Ward fumbles, Louisville scoops and score. They're all debatable. Miami wins them all. So it's hard enough to beat Cam Ward, but then you're trying to beat the reviews every time, and whoever plays Miami, you're on the wrong side.